Contact the tower at 60 and me at 3000.
Alpha Bravo from 207.
13 miles. Fox 1, Fox 1.
Oh, Jesus.
Go 20.
Okay, please.
Copy both flags. Oklahoma.
Top Gun 556, fly heading 040, maintain 16,000, report to field in sight.
There she goes.
Bandit 02, follow the 14, cleared for visual overhead approach, runway 24, contact the tower at 60 and me at 3000.
Alpha Bravo from 207.
13 miles. Fox 1, Fox 1.
Oh, Jesus.
Go 20.
Okay, sweet.
Copy both flags. Oklahoma.
Running a dedicated DCS server can be complex, time-consuming, and expensive. And after all that effort, you still might not get the smooth, seamless experience you're looking for. That's why virtual pilots and virtual squadrons choose MasterArm as a ready-for-immediate-use solution and for peak efficiency.
So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is 81 Banana, and I watched together today with you the SATAC 2026 second weekend match between ATF and Storks. Without further ado, I do the obligatory dice roll and things like that. Let me check. I need my browser. Yeah. So we have 6 Caucasus maps. We need to choose one, and because the Syria map is not owned by all of the pilots of the 2 teams, so we do first of all a dice roll for the map to see which map we fly. This is the map 5. We will see what actually let's say weather and so on is. I don't have it the back of my head. And I need to do a coin flip for ECM because ETF wants to have ECM. So they're going to be heads. And the other side of the coin is going to be Storks. So let's do that and see if it's heads or tails. Tails. So no ECM and map number 5. Perfect. Okay. Send you a very, very short advertisement, and we're going to be back with the right map, and the teams can also join, and then I share the screen with ECS video. Okay? So stay tuned. So the guys can join, and we also log into the server, join it, restart it, and I see if I have also the tag view connected so that we don't miss. Yeah, perfect. Tag view is also there. And I go to the game master so I can see more. And yeah, so the coin flip, the dice roll has decided that we will have Sukhumi and Tbilisi, or what is it exactly? It's not Tbilisi, right? No, this is Tbilisi. Okay. Tbilisi, I always mix this up, these 3, Vaziani, Sogonlug, and Tbilisi. So it is Tbilisi from one side and Sukhumi on the other side. And we could take a look at Sukhumi and see if nobody has taken or manned any aircraft. So we need to wait till the guys get in. Over there. Okay. Good. So we have the first ETF fan in the block. Beautiful. NavX, sorry if I pronounce it wrongly. Thank you for a follow, mate. 4Care1K2. Also, buddy, thank you. Comrade TLT, I believe. Also new to the community. I appreciate that, guys. And Udati 4. Perfect. So, what we are going to see. Oh, I need to just turn this off. Otherwise, you see that and it's gonna annoy you whenever I check the chat. It's not good. And we can only wait till the guys are there. So Stork guys are, 3 of them are there. 1, 4, 2, 3, 4 of them. Esol, Spot, Soul, actually 3 people out there, not 4. Okay, but they haven't taken any aircraft, or are they on the blue or red side? I think ETF is blue. I need to tell them. ETF is blue. And Storks is red for the first round. Then please change side for the next rounds. Okie doke. Dizzy from ETF is also there, so people are getting into the server. The thing is, they come into the server usually before the match and then fly around a little bit. We ask the Stork to do that to see if the pings and everything is okay. But they need to go out because we restart the server, or let's say restart the mission, as we don't know what mission to run before we do the dice roll. And we do it live so everybody can see what's there. So that's why we have a little bit of delay at getting into the server, but let's bring up a little music. So good. So how have you been, guys? A beautiful weekend so far? Oh, apparently the password is not communicated to the team. This is not good. I will do that. So that. Why I can't find it? Oh, that's not good. This is usually communicated to the team members. But let me check. I have the information always saved. So I don't enter it. Can you pass the password for server 1, 2? Breeze. Okay, Ash. So ATF is asking for password. And I ask Spade to pass it to ATF. But some people from they're there. So Riker and everyone else. They probably can ask internally because I see that they have joined already. And the issue is solved. So we have Riker, Anko, and Lasky so far from the ETF side, plus Electroball, Dizzy. So only Breeze is missing. Breeze is going to join very soon. And as I said, ETF is blue. So these guys are already taxing. Oh, Breeze is on the runway. I didn't see him joining, so his name was not in the chat, or I missed it. Very interesting. Could be that the chat has a delay. The game chat has a delay. Okay, so what we expect here is ETF flying Jeff, which is the case. So you see Jeff's coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we go and check the red side before we come back to blue again. So AVAX is also up there. Oh, ESOL in F-15 Charlie. And skin check working. Then we have already on the runway 4 guys. So one is still missing from the Storks side. Chardonnay's in F-16. Spot is in F-18 together with Krim. And we have... Oh, that's then end of my knowledge. I would say... whatever it is. I have no idea. I have no idea what it is. So if anybody can read Cyrillic, please help me with that. Okay, so just would love to ask you guys to just keep the chat clean. I don't want to run any bot controlling the chat, please. So please treat each other with respect. And yeah, my weekend was also very, very successful. Tyrant was out wifey, and we spent a lot of money and came back and had a beautiful coffee afternoon on the balcony in the sun. And I have the privilege to watch the match together with you, so it can only be better. And the match should be very good indeed. I expect a very good match. Both teams are very good. So okay, now we have Soul also in F-16. So we have 2 F-16s, actually 4. Three, sorry. 3 F-16s, 1 F-15, and 2 F-18s. Okay, perfect. So it seems red is lined up soon. If blue wants to refuel, please do so now. Once both are ready, please write once per team in the chat, and I gladly count down for you. So perfect. I hit this blue. Okay, ETF ready. Perfect. ETF ready. Thank you. Breathe. So we are only waiting for red side. And let's go back to Tbilisi and pick breathe. And the sun is going down. Every streamer's nightmare. but it's how it is. At least we have good weather. At least it's not raining. And yeah. So hey, Kag Ruby. Buddy, you're on the 3 stream streak. Nice. So, both ready. Perfect. So, let's go and thank you. Counting down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go, go, go. Match is officially started. I hope they do it quick. I want to be able to show you as much as possible without changing the gamma. But it is better than dark night and rain or anything else which could be there. I would say we were lucky with the map selection. So the second two are also there. Lasky and Electroball. 2 ship. Oops. Like this. This is Lasky, the background. And then the last 2 guys are still on the runway waiting to build the distance. If you have joined and you have no idea what this is a combat flight simulator called DCS, or Digital Combat Simulator, and the environment is called DCS World. And this is a PvP air-to-air competition, which is flown 6 versus 6. And we have a limitation of armaments. Teams are allowed to carry maximum 4 Fox-3 or active missiles with them. The rest could be Fox 1 or Fox 2, so semi-actives or heaters. This is the limitation. The ECM is very much an agreement between the teams. If they agree on having it or not having it, then this will be. If they cannot agree, then we are going to flip a coin as we did, and this way the ECM is then active for the team. So Uncouth takes off. Dizzy is still on the runway, so we don't wait for her. And we're gonna take a look at the whole theater. So what about prediction, guys? You can predict who is gonna win the first round for the next 15 minutes. And then you will be probably with a little bit of chance unlock the winner of Banana Pods. Good. So what we see on the blue side is probably a battle spread of a 4-ship, where each 2-ship is sticking together, and then we have 2 people come in and build a trail. AVAX is there. This is the group stage, and therefore AVAX is active. When the group stage is over and we go to the elimination round, then there will be no AVAX, so it's going to be a bit harder to do IFF and then keep SA and so on. So blue gets into the bubble first. Once you're in the bubble, you can go out, but you cannot come back. So it means that you will lose because the other team will take control of the bubble. You get warned when you pass the green line, and when you're not back into the battlefield and then fly over the red line, then there's no way back. So red is pretty much spread. They are building, I believe, a center and then 2 flanks, left and right, where the flanks are doing kind of grinder, and the center is going to be kind of a spread. But I can believe that they are either doing a shackle and join the other 2, or everyone turns to his side and join the other 2 guys on his or her flank side. So let's stay with Lasky. Lasky is pretty much high. It could be that he's going to be the first shot of the match. Beautiful sunset. This is going to be best of 3. It means that we're going to see maximum 3 rounds. It can be that we also have a draw of a result. But when one team wins the first 2 rounds, then we are not going to see a 3rd round because the result is then there. If every one of them wins 1 round, or the first 2 rounds are kind of draw because nobody can get back and land at the airbase, then there will be also a 3rd round. So they not only need to kill the other side or the opponent, but at least with 1 airframe they need to get back to their base and land. So this is very difficult, because then you need to do a kind of fuel management and energy management, and this makes it very hard. It's not all in and then shoot and kill everyone and then go down on fuel. No, it's so here our friend is going far left. Lasky's dropping, not firing, so they may fake a shot in order to bring them defensive without even firing a missile. Okay, we have a warping effect here. Somebody is lagging. What are the pings? Okay, he is disconnected. He is disconnected. We have one disconnect. Or is it me? Don't tell it it's me. What's that? Heh. Okay. We have an issue here. I can't even get back to the F10. Wait a second. I just need to restart the server. No, sorry, the DCS on my side, because either I'm crashed or these guys. So do that quickly, and then let's see. Last try. Oh no, it's working. Okay. For whatever reason I couldn't. I froze. So here, this friend of us is disconnected, and his lag confused my DCS. It's very interesting. So I believe some missiles have been fired. We can see that later in the TAC view. What happened so far? Here Riker is fighting with 1 missile here. I think he is in trouble. Wow, what a beautiful scenery. Sunset time. So actually blue is 6, red is 5 at the moment. Breeze is on spot while Krim is trying to cover him. No, okay. Finally, the disconnected guy has just left the game. Lasky with the first, I believe, missile. Yeah. On already cold spot, so this missile is not going anywhere. Even though this one, this is a shot on probably either one of these cold guys or Dizzy, which is yeah, actually hot, but it's too far away for that 120. Even that SD10 is not a problem when ESO stays high and stays fast or dives as F-15. Now he gets the RWR warning and turn away, and with that, he should be good. He doesn't want to lose altitude because then he needs to gain that altitude again and consume energy, and he is effective when he's up there. But the missile is pretty much aggressive. The missile is still 1300 knots fast, but we know okay, we got one kill. We lost one. Lasky killed one, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 5. It's very strange because we had one. It's not correct what it says here. So we had one disconnect, and now he is there. So something is very strange. We have no disconnect message. We didn't see Chatonez on the screen for a while, and then he is back. So it's very, very strange. Now he's warping around. Yeah, something is not okay here. He has no high ping, so I don't know. And now we have a 6 versus 4 situation. Krim puts everything on the table. 1M7, 120. Should be low on... No, it's not. Two Sparrows and two M120s. Spot with 120 on breathe. So where ETF is pretty much compact, what Stork does is not slowing down, trying to do big rounds. The way that they pull less G, try to sustain the energy, speed, and the altitude. And Chatonese is not stable. Electroball had under 20 on him. This is Chaton, as you see. He has a kind of laggy kind of flying. And Electroball has a difficulty now. Ooh, the missile hit. That was the proximity, I believe. The proximity. What was that? Proximity. Fuse, yeah. Proximity. Worked. I didn't see a direct hit, and the explosion was after a couple of seconds. Not a couple of seconds, maybe 1 second or so, with a small delay. Yeah, here we see Shelton is lagging all the time. Look. Yeah. So lost also 1 blue. Shelton has killed Electroball. 4 versus 5. Ooh. Disconnect. Would it be? No. No. That's okay. That's 5 versus 4. Okay. ETF very compact, quite low, with an exception of Lasky here, which also diving. Okay, Riker on a cold spot. Spot is low and cold. I don't think that this SDM is a problem. Okay, he needs to pull a little G, do serpentine, otherwise it's gonna be a problem. What he does at the end. Oh, Uncle has something in her or his face, but it's probably good. Very low altitude. Missile has no juice. Mogas from 104th, thank you for following and welcome to the stream, buddy. Okay, so they're careful. They're low, they're not burning. Everyone is on mill power, trying to maintain the SA, communicate, get as close as possible. Here we see, for example, 5 miles, and then give a shot, and then only burn shortly before the missile is, and then go off burner. soon and take advantage of ST10. In the vicinity of 5-6 miles, you can still get away and dodge an AMRAAM at this altitude, but ST10 is very, very dangerous there. So you see here, look, has a good chance to hit, where AIM-120 has no chance to reach out to a target which is flying that fast and so low. And this way, Riker takes down Chatonese and build a 5 versus 3 situation here. So these guys are pulling back pretty much in the center of the combat zone, and then Riker goes in alone. He has only IRs remain. Tries to sneak in, but then he needs to be lower and with no radar on. He's trying to pull missiles, I think, from the other side. He trusts his ability to dodge missiles and tries to, yeah, as he does. Look, he is trying to pull missiles. And deliberately shows where he is. He is saying, "Where here I am." By flaring, and then invites them to shoot missiles on him. Goes for gun. Perfect. Very well done. Oh, what's happened? Everybody is down here. What they're doing? They trust Riker doing the job? Really? What is on the other side's rails? They have an IR, but it's difficult to use it from that distance. And the other guy fires an AR unfriendly. Oh, not good. He has everything. IR, AMRAAM, Sparrow, but fired on the wrong guy. It was lucky he didn't hit and leave his wingman alone with Riker in that dogfight scene. Unbelievable. Hey, Pyro brother, welcome to the show. You're at the right moment. Look at that. Riker is out. Okay. Okay. So, what are these guys are doing here? Why did they leave Riker alone? Oh. Yeah, Kepteron. SATAC has already started. We have the second weekend, actually. Last weekend we have a couple of matches. This weekend we had 2 matches earlier today. Tomorrow is going to be 1 match. So let's see what these guys are doing now. I see 1 Sparrow and 1 Winder here. I don't know the state of the fuel. And under the F-16, I see only 1 Winder. And this is not an M version. It's a P3, P5 probably. Okay. Tell me, guys, what's the advantage? Is it any advantage there? I also fly with P5 sometimes, and I believe there is a difference, but I'm not sure. Breeze. Wow, look at that. He has only fired one single missile. He has everything he needs. Then we have Anku. Their strategy was definitely pulling missile out of the enemy, leave them Winchester, and then go in. Look how many missiles they still have, especially Breeze and Anku. So Breeze is still not firing. Why? Don't they want to win the round? I don't get it. Okay, Anku fires. And I think he is too slow to be able to get away from that. Yeah. Next one, Krim. Okay, what he can do is exactly what he is doing. Go as close as possible to the left edge of the combat zone, so that at least one of these guys needs to chase him. At least one. I would go with two, send the other to the other side for the landing reason. Probably makes sense if Lasky and Dizzy go for landing already, and Anko and Breeze kind of pincer Krim and do the job. Yeah, so the video on demand is for sure directly available on the streamers site, but we try to upload as soon as possible to the SATAC YouTube server. So I do it usually within 24 to 48 hours. So if you want to see the video on demand, you can see it here. Maybe a day or two later, it's going to be also available on the SATAC. We can do it overnight to upload and everything. But yeah, best thing is you just subscribe to the streamers to be aware of, get notified of the stream starting times and also schedule, and for sure the VODs. I know that some streamers are using softwares or platforms, especially our Chinese streamers, and for some matches we do not get English streamers sometimes, so we have only the Chinese version, but you can see the pictures at least. I have my difficulties to get there for the video on demand too, because the whole site is Chinese and I have no idea what I need to click. But I hope that they also upload everything in a timely manner to the SATAC YouTube channel for everyone to be available. Airshow is on vacation this weekend, so we are very short in streamers number. So if you want to see the matches that happened this weekend, then please go to the Discord server of SATAC and then follow the links of every single streamer there. So yeah, so they sent Dizzy for landing. Breeze had so many missiles that he fires one just to make Crib nervous, because he can. But the AVAX is there. Krim sees where these guys are exactly, so they cannot kind of yeah, scare him with the shot, because he sees exactly how far these guys are, and the missile is probably oh good. So let me change the gamma a little bit so we can see at least a little bit of that. Anku and Lasky go for pincer. Anku has still 3 missiles, I think. Yeah, exactly. 3. And for Lasky, I believe he has also 3. Yeah, these guys, everyone has 3 missiles. So these 3 guys have 9 missiles. Dizzy is going for landing. She can't even leave the bubble because other blue guys are inside the bubble. So she could actually go back and land. Is SD-10 even reached Krim from that distance? The drag of SD-10 is very ridiculous. Bigger than Amram, but less drag, kind of like, I have the feeling. Okay. So yeah, also sometimes maybe a problem to just open sites in some countries from some specific countries. Is also, that's why we upload everything. Also the SATAC YouTube for short. Stigmai, thank you for follow, buddy. So this is not happening too much. Really not too much is there. So probably Anku burns. That shows that he is intending to shoot one SD-10. Gain speed, but not shooting. Why? Oh, he was afraid of that aim 7. Really? Now aim 7 is no problem from that distance. Yeah, I understand. It can be dangerous, but he had SD-10. He could fire first, and then Krim had very hard time to get away from that distance, and then he needed to do that, and then the lock was broken on M7. So okay, that's what Breeze doing now, and I think if he is not going to line of sight it, then there is no way to dodge it. So now Blue has taken control. Dizzy can go and land. And then these guys too. I don't know how much fuel they have. Here Lasky is pretty much high. 43 Angels. Breeze and Anku are a bit lower. JF-17 is not that thirsty in comparison to F-16, for example. So there is a good chance that these guys have still enough fuel to get back and land safe and sound. Lucas asking if I could watch the missile. My dear friend, there is more than 1 minute delay in the stream, so at least my minimum delay to react to what you write, minimum, is 1.5 minutes. So I'm sorry, I don't know what Mr. missile do you mean? But what we can do is we can go back to open the TAC view and see what's happened, because we have also missed some kills, so we can take a look together. Check quickly if you see that. Yeah, okay. So here you see Chatonese was frozen, then warps, again freezes, and then we'll see him somewhere here then. Yep. And then he disconnects and comes back. So pretty much interesting. He disappears completely. And I was watching the ping. It was not a ping issue. Could be that his DCS was doing this. I think this is the moment that we lost him completely. Okay. The first missile was from our friend that I can even pronounce the call sign. Anybody could help me? 45 Angels, 1.4 Mach. Giving that shot. And Chatonese is still there. I want to watch him, so I put him into the picture. Going a bit faster. And this was on Riker. So he was a bit surprised. Putting 7 point something G. Wow. And then manages to get rid of that missile. Breeze. Not shooting. They all didn't shoot in the first round. Only Dizzy was suspending. I think her duty was to take down the F-15. She exchanged all the time with F-18, F-15. Also was receiving something from her side. And here F-15 with that speed with 1.7 Mach of speed at 39 angels makes to dodge it. Okay. Shotgun is back to life, I believe. Yeah, here, look. We lost him somewhere here, and then he just come out of teleport over there. I don't know how the other side experienced that. Okay, we saw that missile exchange. Then Lasky on spot. A little bit of serpentine, low altitude, no problem. Lasky should or could actually follow him or even shoot at Chatonese in case he could see him, which is probably not possible to maintain any lock on a target like this. Change the gamma a little bit again. While Dizzy is landing. That spot here, that aim 7. It was for electro ball probably. And then he turns away and it's gonna be no problem. I think electro ball got killed here at some point. 2 missiles on him, but none of them is a problem. Lasky, make sure that he's not getting chased by one of these 4 guys. He goes for a grinder, comes back, takes over. Lasky is dodged, so they work together like Swiss watch. ETF builds pretty much duos, and these duos stick together. Dizzy, as I said, busy with that F-15. Look at that. That F-15 fires from that altitude, goes down, but he misses Dizzy because Dizzy was so low he didn't even see her. Look, because he has no AVAC support, he can only see what he sees through his radar, and then he turns back, scans this area, doesn't see Dizzy down there, and shoots for sure for someone else, not knowing Dizzy is there. Even though it's not tracking. But the next one. Wow. Boom. Dizzy landed in between the F-15 killer. Electro ball. We lost electro ball here actually. Here where we lost him to Chatonier's shot. Probably had a hard time to maintain lock. He was seeing him. I think that was a difficulty. And then he decides to disregard, but got too close and pulled less G than should. Serpentine that missile. But Krim is doing very well. And here we have a roll. 9G. Was that the full roll? Yeah. Kind of. 300 degrees. Not 360, but this was over 9G. Now, spot. all alone over there. ETF pretty much compact. ASCII took down Seoul, I believe, here. If I'm not wrong. Or it wasn't. No, it was not here. Anku is probably the second. That was a friendly fire, I believe, or not. Not even friendly fire. Comes back, has difficulties to okay. Okay. I don't know if it was a kill by missile or was it a maneuver kill. I don't know. And the rest, I think, it's not interesting. We saw that already. This is waiting on the runway. She is lighting up the runway, even though the runway is lit up, but she's standing there and helping the guys to navigate visually. Distance is it's still about 9 nautical miles. We need to wait till everyone is landed. And then there is a short break. I do restart the mission. Teams rejoin the server. And then we start the second round, wanted to say. Let's take a look at the prediction result. ETF won the first round. So let's see if anybody has predicted correctly. If we have any winners. Yep. 110 banana pods go to 100 knots. Congratulations. And here's Uncle coming in. Good job. Next guy is coming in. There's a little bit of side wind. I believe they're yawing. And he needs to make sure that they don't crash to each other. But Lasky is still in the air. Yeah, line runway is lit up, so no problem finding it. Yeah, landing is needed. It's also in the real life like that. When you go out and kill the enemies, but not coming back, it's very difficult to call it victory, you know. And it makes sure that people do what fighter pilots needs to do, which is energy and fuel management. So well done. Perfect. So we have only ETF guys on the server. Give Lasket a chance to just come to full stop. Perfect. Okay, guys. Short intermission. Grab something to drink if you like. We're going to be back in 2-3 minutes. And then we're going to watch the second round together. Till then.
Top Gun 556, fly heading 040, maintain 16,000, report field in sight. Stand at 02, follow the 14, cleared for visual overhead approach, runway 24, contact the tower at 60 and me at 3000.
Alpha Bravo from 207.
13 miles. Fox 1, Fox 1.
Oh, Jesus.
Go 20.
Okay, sweet.
Copy both flags.
So, back, and I was lazy. I didn't update everything here. I was busy a little bit. So let's go for blue score correction. ETF 1, Storks known. This is the round 2 of 3. And welcome back to the stream. For sure, teams have changed side. This time we watch Stork taking off. When they make it quick, we can see more scenes even without being forced to increase the gamma. So let's take a look at the red side first and see if we have any change of pilots or not. Dizzy, Anku, Lasky, Letrobol, Riker, and Breeze. Why change a working machine? These are the waypoints that are new to me. I don't know in what extent they're visible. I haven't flown SATAC this year, but it's very good that you have initial point for landing here. Probably waypoint 15 you can take as your waypoint to go in order to land when you are flying in the night and you're a bit lazy in setting the course. And for the blue side, we have a new pilot, I believe. Oh, I don't think we can delay for 10 minutes. Somebody has a problem. Well, 10 minutes delay is too much for me. Maybe 5 minutes we could live with that, but just I can get a quick response or not. I'm asking if they want to remain in the mission, or we restart it for the sake of okay. So okay. The organizer says it is up to ETF. Is ETF okay? We'll see. They need to discuss if you or if they want to restart the mission or not. Okay, guys, sorry for the delay, but let's do that because ETF says okay, we wait, we give them the time to come back. We need to kill the time a little bit. So what I can do, let me show you the table. You're watching the group D now, the group Delta, and this is the first match of this group. So the winner tonight is gonna be the leader in this. Okay, perfect. They decided not to restart, so we leave the time of the mission running. And the other group, Group Charlie, 9G, BFG, and 80 seconds. Let me see if we have any matches. Bring up the result. I hope it is updated. No, it's not. So the table is not updated. I haven't had time to watch all the matches, to be honest. So let's see if we have the result populated in the Discord server itself. Yep, so I streamed 104th versus 0 last week, where 0, to my surprise, because I didn't know 0 at all, it was new to me, a new Japanese team, they made to beat 104th, one of the most decorated and oldest teams in DCS world, 2-1, and then TFT also made to beat Toro 2-0. These were last week. We had some matches today where I don't have the result, so I believe that we had 2 matches earlier today. This is the 5th match in total. So for the Group C, I don't know how this look like, but there is let's say the Group D is gonna be this match, and we're gonna see if Stork at the end of the night or day will lead the table in the first week of this group's match or not. And we could also take the opportunity to give a shout out to our sponsors. You see on top of the page, without their support, it was very hard or difficult or nearly impossible to bring this quality to you guys. So big thanks. Okay, everyone is ready. Thank you. So we can count down, because everyone is ready, and we are not starting the server just because these guys decided to fly with a delay and take into the count that the weather is quite the same for sure, but it's going to be a bit darker sooner in the battle. I would love to show you more engagement, more missile tracks, dogfights, things like that. But the problem is when it's getting dark, it's a little bit difficult to capture those scenes. I'm not a fan of competitive DCS in the night, but I do my best. My dear Ekman Jones, even though we would love to give ETF an extra missile for their patients, what I think is very, very sportsmanship or sportsman-like, because ETF could say, well, we don't care if you don't have a reserve pilot ready and the other one is lagging, so you should do 5 versus 6. But they didn't, and for sure this is something that we would like to see. If the delay is acceptable, and the other team, I was told, is okay with that, then we will do so. And you say, we need a half an hour to get another pilot online, then we don't need to even think about it. So it's not possible at all. So let's see if other side is also safe and sound. 4 are in the air from the red side. The same thing. Number 5 takes off with a delay, leaves the 6 guys behind. And he gonna probably joining very soon. And this is, who is it actually? I gotta check on him. Who's the last guy? Now he's rolling. There's also a little bit of mist, some misty weather. The site is not very clear, as you see. Okay. The 6th person is also airborne. And that was Dizzy. Okay. Ladies usually first. This time she's last. Good. I can't recognize a formation on this side yet, but I believe ETF is again doing the same thing. Why should they change a winning strategy? So, do we want to predict again? We had one winner. And so far, the prediction of the first round went to one person. So participate there. Doesn't cost anything, I believe. You can only win some bits, pods, whatever they call. Too old for this shit. But let's see if we do see a third round tonight. And we're gonna run it for the next 15 minutes. You can only win with a little bit of luck and the right answer. Okay. Or Econ is the new pilot. Just replaced Chatonais, who was traveling in time and place during the first round. Rage, bro, how you doing? I congratulate for the win yesterday. Or was it last week? Oh, it was last week. Oh, time flies. This week was so fast. It was over like nothing. Unbelievable. As if it was yesterday as you flew the match. But it was last week. So congrats on that. That was a brilliant performance. Toro is not is not an easy team, and you need a lot of discipline to beat a team like this. So quotas. So, Breeze again. I would say closest. We saw last round that ETF was very much saving, and they didn't shoot in the first path. So in the first pass, they didn't shoot any missiles. And the second one, I think Dizzy was sending some for the Eagle. And they really saved the missiles. At the end, they had at least 2 or 3 missiles. Even Breeze had 5 missiles after there was only one blue guy flying. So they were pretty much stingy with the missiles. And now probably Stork has recognized that. So far they haven't also fired. So had maybe the chance to fire from 38, 39-ish nautical mile, but he didn't. He is just going back, not burning anymore, saving fuel. It's the way it should be. And Isol is doing the Eagle thing. North of the battle area. And ETF is dropping. They're coming low. All of them are under 30 angels, but Dizzy, who is pretty much far away and safe. Now, here we go. Burning, nose up, gaining speed. And this is for F-15 probably. They know F-15 is here, and they know F-15 needs to go a big turn, and he can't go this way. He only needs to come this way. So they send the Kata missile to intercept him somewhere here. But look how fast this jet is. Nose down. He is coming 680 knots at 30,000 to gain even more speed, nose down, and then dodge this missile without needing to reduce the altitude. Oh, there he is. And he should be probably good. And even climbs up. No problem. But very good shot. I wish it was a little bit earlier. You better do that before the F-15 goes completely hot. You have better chance to hit him. Oh yeah, Rage is saying that Toru is a great team, indeed, and very sympathetic guys. They're Spanish, low drama team, very friendly. Uh, I know exactly what you're saying. So, very careful both teams. I mean, Stork knows this is the last round. If they lose, ETF is, yeah, doesn't need to hurry, doesn't need to risk. Very comfortable, dizzy hider, drinking something probably, enjoying the time, watching the sunset, having a good time. So is Anku. Anku is German. I didn't know that. Okay. And these are the tournaments they have been participating and winning depending on the place. I think first place SATAC, first place Aces, and second place TACT and ACC, if I'm not wrong. 66, nothing had happened so far. For econ is very low, so is safe. So is a spot. Everyone is pretty much low as soon as they get close. And then F16 is going also a big way, a long way, like F15 does, and just build the duo, I believe, with F15. If you use F15, you need to make sure that you have two of them, just because F15, when it goes around, it takes long time till it comes back, and then in the meanwhile you need another one to replace him if you can afford it, because pulling a F16 or F18 out and replace it with F15C, which is lacking SA because of the data link that is not available, and is only getting AVAX information, is a bit hard as soon as we have the group stage. But when we don't have the group stage anymore, we go to elimination round, it's gonna be very difficult because there's also no AVAX there. And then yeah, having two F15s, and then you have only 4 fighters who are flying with the full SA support from each other, and it's gonna be difficult. You see this misty layer over there? This is exactly what makes it difficult for these guys to have visual contact, and especially in the night, even more difficult. Very careful flying, very careful. Nobody's risky. From time to time, one SD10, maybe to just pull them apart. So I'm not sure why. Probably this is for the guy up there, if I'm not wrong. That would be a good shot in that case. Yeah, it is for the high guy. But he's diving like crazy in the F-16. Look at that. And the missile is still coming. Unbelievable. This SD-10 is from another planet. Yeah, Ekman Jones says that F-15 alone get depressed. Yeah, right. They need to communicate. But the thing is, they can't even communicate with each other. So they have no data link support. Only when the AVAX is there, they can see a little bit of anything. So they have recognized exactly where the F-15 is by the RWR because everyone else is here. So the F-16, F-18 RWRs, the warnings or the nails coming all from this side, and then you have big gap, and on the other side you have F-15 nails, and you know exactly where this guy is, and he's also back, he's high, so it's exposed. And he can't do what he needs to do. So these missiles are not wasted. Just make sure that he is out of the fight. But then once this happened, here in the front row, something should happen too. To just change the balance. Otherwise, those SD-10s are wasted. So, this is not good. This is not good. Spot is in a very, very bad position. Does he make two? Notch it or not? Yeah, he did. So Anko is this time taking the role of Dizzy and taking care of Isol because Isol is now on his side, and he is only concentrated on him to find the right moment to put the best SD-10 he can on him. Yeah, this is also not a danger. Oh, here we go. Foricon pulls Riker's SD-10 into the weeds. Another one from Breeze. And this one is really, really dangerous. This is dangerous. Wow, notched. Well done. Notched SD-10 is not easy. How did he manage to do so? No casualties. It's going to be a fuel fight, I believe. Definitely going to be a fuel fight. Very soon they're out of fuel. This is on Breeze. Oh, Breeze is in big danger. Miscalculated distance, I believe. Wow. But he pulls the missile into the ground. Unbelievable. The missile was so close, I saw it hit. Unbelievable. And here, Isol come down. He comes down to 4,000 and exchange a missile. Down. And Anko is good. He nearly fired everything he had, but Amram, I believe he was out of Amram. SD-10 on Soul, who is cold. Is good. Another one on Krim. Low and fast. Is that enough? Notched it. Well done. Really good team. Very good team. 5 versus 5. So 1 down from each side. We're going to see an attack view. Breeze going to fire or not? Nope, they didn't. Oh, he went down. I would stay with him a little bit longer. Here, Riker and Spot. Spot is down probably, yes. And Riker goes for probably the next guy. Here, or no, is going back. 4 versus 4. Oh man, everything's going so fast. This is Krem. Okay, this is Dennis also going nowhere. Riker is rejoining with Anko and Electroball. And number 113 is chasing. Everyone is low. Only Anko is a bit higher than everyone else. And this is not much higher because this region is very, very high place. So as soon as you're a little bit over the mountains to be able to see the target, then you have 10-12,000 feet of altitude. Even though here is not very trainous area, it's quite flat. Oh, Riker took one down. Soul on Anko. Doesn't see Anko actually. Soul doesn't see Anko because he's so focused on Electro Ball. And then Riker is probably here in danger for Furakan's missile, which he can't. Notch. Again, try to notch. Doesn't work. Anko see where Soul is now. Goes into the close combat. Okay, dogfight. Nighttime. Dogfight is quite difficult. Probably they have the gamma set the way they can see it, but I believe somebody else engages. They give signs by flaring to IFF. Very difficult situation to interrogate who is who. Look, the beehive. Anko is down. Lasky is the last one. We're gonna see a third round, guys. Probably we're gonna see a third round. It's a easier job for Lasky because everyone else is target or enemy. Those guys don't know who's who. Visually, for sure. Lasky killed one. How many remaining? 2 versus 1. So Soul has no missiles. Fori can run away. Yeah, he can run away. He has 1 IR only remaining. And Lasky has nothing. So 1 IR is everything these 3 gentlemen have. And then guns only, baby. Here we go. 2 versus 1. JF-17 versus NATO aircraft. And our friend Econ takes advantage of that one remaining AIM-9 and kills Lasky. So they still need to go back and land, and pretty much in the middle of the combat zone. So they have still, let me tell you, they have still, how much? They have still 100 calculation delay needs to calculate speed and direction and know where to intercept, and then says, oh, it's changing the direction. I need to do that. Had a delay, and then it loses the contact. Anku is doing great job. Pulling one missile after another from out of F-15. And that's why at the end F-15 was firing only M7 and 9 because she was probably out of radar missiles or radar active missiles. But they were busy here all the time. Anka was a safe distance, safe altitude. This is what we saw. He can pull the missile to the ground very, very beautifully. Another one. He knows how to take advantage of the terrains. Did a great job to my taste. I saw Breeze dead, but look at that. I really said, okay, he miscalculated and got too close. Well done. Well done. Extremely good pilot. And Fori Khan is doing a great job notching one missile after another or pulling into the ground. For me, one of the best today. Yeah. Breathe. Trusted the notch, went for the notch, got again too close, and paid that. I'm so happy I'm not facing any of these two teams. The but it's an IR missile. Irrelevant. So here the easy job is for Lasky, knows everyone is enemy. I can shoot when whomever I get into my visor, but these guys have a little bit of difficulties to know who's who first, and then when Econ knows who's who, gets back, build the distance probably to be able to take advantage of that aim 9. Now they are low, everyone is low, probably lost. SA, probably AVAX we're not seeing. And that was the end. So the first guy which is Econ, is kind of at final. It's in the final turn. We'll secure the win for the second round, and I believe that we see a third round. Yep. And it was very slow landing. I don't think that there's a problem coming to a standstill. So nobody has predicted correctly. The question was, do we see a third round tonight? And everyone participated said no. So very confident that ETF is going to win. And because we're seeing there is no winner, I believe. Yeah. There is no. So Soul is also on the way. Passing the AVAX. Up there. But he is, I believe, very slow. Yeah, 170 knots. And altitude is dropping. The RPM is 20. So actually the engines are okay. He has the brakes on. Why? Probably forgotten to close the brakes. So he is 170 knots, 12% RPM. So either he has, let's say, lost a lot of fuel because of that brake, because he didn't notice that the brake is on. maybe he could manage when the brakes were retracted 20 miles. I would say from that altitude, if the brake is on for longer period, then would make it to come and land. But it doesn't change the result. Let's go and change it. This is still around 2, but the red score is going to be also 1 at the end of the round. Nevertheless, we need to wait till Seoul has touched the ground, either inside the airfield area or outside. Then as the round over, and then we're going to see a third round. Going to be longer than expected, but it's the beauty of DCS. You never know, especially when two very good teams face each other. It's even more difficult. Gamma is full, I think, yeah, but we don't see anything. So dark is the night. Is the brake? Yeah, the brake is still on. Could it be? I can't see it anymore. But I think so. No. He closed it. Either he noticed that or got a hint. But even then, he's not gonna make it. I can't believe that he makes another 15 miles or 12, 13 miles when the engine is out. Because he's low, drag is higher, and the speed is already 150. He's falling from the sky very soon. RPM 5%. This is just because of the wind. The flight wind. I mean, it is a miracle when he makes it, and with no brakes on, for sure, but there is hope. Degrees angle of attack. I would call it nose high instead of angle of attack. It's weird that there's a unit in degrees for that in DCS. How far are we? Okay, he needs to touch down here. We have 5.5 miles. Oh man, it's going to be very difficult. He is constantly maintaining the 155 knots of speed. How is he doing this? Because he's losing altitude like hell. He's losing at least 1,000 feet per minute, or even more. But even though now fly with 165 knots, even though the air is more thick. Incredible. Oh wow. He's making it. Unbelievable. What is this guy is doing? He's lighting up the runway for him. Here, standing there and lighting up the runway. And he's coming from this side. He made it. Unbelievable. RPM 7%, speed 170. Oh wow. Unbelievable. Okay. So, guys, same drill. So, mission restart, 2-3 minutes of pause, intermission. Don't go anywhere. This is going to be hot. Third round, ETF versus Storks. See you back in a couple of minutes.
Top Gun 556, fly heading 040, maintain 16,000, report to field in sight. Bandit 02, follow the 14, clear for visual overhead approach, runway 24, contact the tower at 60, and me at 3,000.
Alpha Bravo from 207.
13 miles. Fox Fox 1.
Oh, Jesus.
Go 20.
Okay, so
Copy both flags.
Running a
So welcome back, guys. Round 3 match, ETF versus Storks. Turbulent first 2 rounds. Everyone made to win 1 round. So with a correction here, we have round 3 of 3 now. And the result is balanced. The winner will be decided after this round. We can also have a draw at the end, so we don't know. That'd be very interesting. Storks are driving like crazy. Make it as quick as possible. So I needed to eat something. Took a little bit longer than I expected. So under sugar. So now the question is, who's gonna win? Let's do a last prediction of the day. ETF or Storks? Gonna be on for the next 15 minutes. Red is there very fast this time. No change of pilot. It worked last time, last round. And I don't expect the ETF to also do any change. Dizzy, Anko, Lasky, Letterbolt, Breathe, and Riker. Stream is ready. So, the deciding round, final for tonight. We'll start a bit quicker this time. So hopefully we have a little bit more of daylight. Both teams are still not ready. Blue's ready. Great. Red has a little bit of delay. But we will be up anytime soon. A very difficult prediction, I think. As a streamer, I should stay neutral. But something tells me that one side is gonna do that. Oh, I didn't type 2. I jumped from 3 to 1. What a scene. Beautiful. And separating directly. bit of wake turbulence over here. Oh, this keyboard giving me a hard time. Misty weather over Sanaki. At the shores of Black Sea in Georgia, I believe, still? Or is it already Russia? Sukumi. I think it's already Russia. Could it be? I'm very bad in this region's geography. As you see, busy again. Last one to take off. Without ECM pod, Lasky flies with no ECM pod. I didn't check if she had ECM pod last rounds or not. Here we go. Much of loads for an MiG-29 engine. So everybody should be now airborne. Six plus air AVAX. And here we have also 6 plus AVAX. So successful takeoff for everyone. Go and predict. This is the last prediction. So guys, breathe again. I think first one who gets into the combat zone, followed by Soul. You can have a look at the skin as long as it's not dark. Stork is multinational. Let's sneak. They are Ukrainian, Belarusian, and Russian. Very interesting. HDA in the same group is from China, and ETF is international. We have an Azerbaijani team this year, 80 seconds. To be honest, seeing that for the first time. So pretty much interested in seeing how they're doing. Not that they are new, they're new to me. Maybe they're new team. I don't know. I need to just retrieve a little bit of more insight once I stream any of their matches, but very much interested in seeing how they perform. Okay. Red is in the bubble. Blue still. Not with Daisy. Still outside. At this altitude, you have no worries. JF-17 is pretty much yeah, low consumption up there. ETF is all over 40,000 and higher. Are we going to see a first long shot from Lasky or Riker maybe? Or not? F-15 is preparing for the big orbit. And here F-16 is trying to compensate the absence by staying high, flying in the opposite direction. This is the best way an F-15 works. Even though very difficult to coordinate to different types, especially when one is lacking data link. Lasky pretty much high here. No, they're not firing. He has the ECM pod. I didn't check the rest. Riker is also with the pod. Electro ball. I think Dizzy is the only one without the pod. Or did he do, did she, sorry, do a rearm refuel, or did she forget? Because everybody else has the pod. No missiles off the rail so far. Good Lasky fire. Oh, it's good. STM is far behind, but this one on Foracan is probably a little bit nasty. Is good at the end. ETF is pretty much in the red side territory. No casualties so far. $113 with a shot for probably Electro Ball, just because his height shouldn't necessarily be a problem. Hasn't got the RWR yet, but should anytime soon. Yeah, and go for dive. Okay, took him down from that altitude. Dizzy is having a good time up there. Back. Busy again with F-15C as the first round. We're meant for each other. Okay. ETF is more spendable this round. They left ESOL to Dizzy and doing the 5 versus 5 here. Where again we see the two ships staying together, covering and supporting each other very closely. No, he doesn't. But Spot. So 6 versus 4 now. Anka got next missile to Notch. Not successful. 3 versus 6. This SD10 is aggressive. Wow. And this one. Well done, Riker. Notching that one. 4 recon with 8. I'm sorry, aim 9 on Electro Ball. These guys got merged. Weak run down on Riker's PL5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still remaining from Red versus 3. Dizzy comes in with another SD10. She is then only with one SD10 there. Riker has no SD10s, only one PL5, and Electroball has 3. So Electroball is the one who could change things here. So he fires one on Soul. Is this able? Is not burning anymore. She is not burning anymore, but she is quite fast. Does she make it? No, she makes stupid movements and doesn't do. Riker dealing with that missile beautifully. Notch it. Here, the next one for Dizzy. Also unbelievable. Next, Electro Ball on Easel. This is a very, very close one. Very close one. F15. Not getting away from it. 3 versus 4. There is still a chance for ETF, especially Electro Ball with that number of missiles still remaining. Crim here with IRs on the opponent with only one PL5. Merge. Electro Ball on the other side. One merge here. And Electro Ball is trying to join. Oh man, what's going on? Everything's so fast. He is down. So 1 versus 4. Electro Ball versus everyone else. Gonna be difficult. He has 2 PL5s. One IR. He doesn't see it, but he line of sights it. And so, keeping on firing, one IR after another. Could get closer. Okay. Here, he tried to get an overshoot from him in the dark, but he saw him and yeah, put an end to it. Now, red needs to go back and land to secure the win. 4 still there, and they have a distance of 80 something, 81, 82 nautical miles to fly. I trust that at least one of them has enough fuel. Wow, what a match. Do you want to watch the attack view again? Let's do that. Here we go. What a shot. And what a dodge. Well done, Letterbo. Aim 7s are good when they're supported. Useless when they're not. So very risky to fire them from distance when you know that you go cold. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Econ is on fire. Look at that. Well done, Riker. How did Electrobolt did this? How did he do that? Why? Why is flying flat, but the missile goes into the ground in front of him? And here's 1 versus 4. Solo is a little bit impatient, firing the second one without a lead, but nevertheless, Krim was there. So these guys are pretty much at the distance to say there is enough fuel there. And there's a still bit of sun rays over there, so this was quicker, the quickest round of 3. What does our prediction result say? Anyone out there doubting that Storks not gonna make the land? So it was pretty much even. Some people said ETF's gonna be in, some said Storks gonna win. For me, the outcome is Stork is the winner, and with that, we will have also a winner of the prediction, which is Imshari. Congrats, bro! You just have 664 banana pods. Have fun with it. Oh, that was a touch and go. Was too fast? Or wasn't it enough? The next one is Crimp, pretty low. I wanted to get a cool scene, but I was too slow. Yeah, the perspective is not very beautiful from here. Very, very strange angle of view. Oh, the tanks are still there. Perhaps a little bit with drag is trying to kill the speed in order to land safely. Be easier with the tanks on. And touchdown. So now we go for the result. Red score 2 and ETF 1. So the winner is Storks. I congratulate them for the win, and also ETF for the solid performance. It was not enough today or tonight, but that was a fantastic fight tonight. I enjoyed it a lot, and I hope you guys too. Tomorrow will be one more match between 501st and Red Stars. So make sure that you watch it. I believe, if I'm not wrong, let me check. Boom, boom, boom. Let me check who is gonna stream that. Spade from 51st. I'll probably do that. So don't miss it. And that was it for today. Wish you a beautiful rest of Saturday. As I said, the match tomorrow is the only one on Sunday, I believe. All the other matches are rescheduled to the next weekend. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a great match tonight. Hope seeing you soon. Take care of yourself and stay tuned.
Top Gun 556, fly heading 040, maintain 16,000, report field.